up, y'all, and welcome to this episode of the Microtransaction. I'm your host, Chris, and today I am joined by the commander of Foxhound himself, Liquid. Liquid, how are you doing today?
Oh, man, I'm good, man. With an intro like that, how could you not be? Am I right? You know what I'm saying? It's Friday. Let's talk about what we did during the week here. So it's Friday. I just got the rest of the trophies for the Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate DLC. For those who don't know, that's the DLC starring the Wu-Taian ninja herself, Yuffie. See what else? Dude, I've been playing some Pokemon Sword. I remember how I was talking about how the environment, like the world that you're in that one, or the region rather, the Galar region. I didn't like it at first. Man, am I coming around to it? Like, I'm liking it a lot more now for some reason. I just beat the second gym leader.
You're way further than I am.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. So, yeah, just beat the second gym leader. Got the bike and everything, just having a blast. Second gym leader, she's so hot. Well, I hope she's not like a teenager or something. Anyways, like in the game, I really don't know. She looked too young. All right, let's retract the last statement. But
that's how the internet works.
Yeah, as long as you say it, that's all that matters. Nobody cuts it, and to the point that when you don't say it, nobody just gets what they want to get just to sabotage you. They don't do that.
No.
But yeah, man,
that never happened in the history of the internet.
No, I can't remember that ever happening. But yeah, so playing that still. Every now and then I'm playing a little bit of my 3DS. I feel like 3DS doesn't get as much love, right? Ever since the Switch comes out, right? And we'll talk about the Switch. We'll get into that, but I just feel like it doesn't get the love it deserves. I'm playing Miles Edgeworth Investigations, which is an Ace Attorney spinoff. Yeah, I know you're confused. It's baffling. It's good though. I like it.
I thought they killed the 3DS because of the Switch.
Oh no, they did. This is not a new game. This game came out years ago. I've never beaten it. So that's why I was like hesitant. Like, I'm excited for the Greatest Attorney because I love those games, but I'm running through them like every game. I'm still playing through the old ones first. The good thing is this new one is technically a prequel that took place 100 years in the past. So maybe I could just jump right into it. I don't know.
I think so. And unless it's a prequel to the prequel, I think you'll be okay. Yeah. You might miss some subtle nuance thing where like only the family Tokugawa, and like, oh man, that's something.
Yeah,
like
Tokugawa family.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, that's what I've been playing. You know what I'm saying? That's about it. Well, how about you, Chris? What are you up to?
Well, yes. All right, guys. Time to get a little serious.
Oh.
It's been as of recording 5 days since my last Halo Infinite game.
Damn, has it been 5 days? Wow.
I know, Liquid. It's been 5 days.
Holy crap.
It's just been so hard. Trying to go back to the Master Chief Collection. Yeah, it's great.
Sure.
Timeless. But, bro, it's hard to bring it back. You know what I'm saying? It's like, honestly, you're like, oh man, now I know like how good it's gonna be. Right. Don't get me wrong, this is pretty good, but this is better. You know what I mean?
Right. Like, and it's so funny because like I said, it doesn't even seem like 5 days from the time of this recording, but I guess because of the Let's Plays that you can catch every Tuesdays and Thursdays on the Microtransaction, seeing the Let's Plays of yours truly playing some Halo Infinite, I guess it kind of like. That gap was just, it doesn't feel as long because I've been enjoying some of those Let's Plays as well myself. It's so weird. Such a narcissistic piece of shit I am.
Agreed. Yeah, like it's funny because I like hearing myself talking in the background calling out, so I'm right there with you. So it's just been like that postpartum depression's been kicking a little bit, and then I even tried downloading Splitgate, and I want to touch up on that a little bit before we get into the rigmarole. Just part of the mass exodus that's been going on since Call of Duty and all their drama. So trying to find like a substitute thing in, but there's a part of me that I'm like, Chris, stop looking for other first-person shooters. You know what you want? It's not it. I'm like, just play other games. Like I have Death's Door. They're chilling.
Hey, that's true.
No, it's like already a contender for Game of the Year.
Yeah,
I haven't touched it yet. just on the backlog, and I need to put it in the front of the log. You know what I'm saying?
Right, now it's time to get your grubby little paws on that thing and get dirty.
These bad boys.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, dude. Just other than that, just honestly trying to play some games and stuff like that casually here and there. And, just hanging out, working, doing the dang thing. Just trivial test basic system stuff. But that's over there. That's last week. Let's talk about what happened this week in gaming. All right. We got a couple topics today. We're gonna, we're gonna start off with Pokemon No Go Day.
Nice.
And we might talk about how Nintendo a couple people bought the Switch. It made the news a little bit. Okay, and then we're gonna go into PlayStation. Do you even need video games? We'll get there. All right. Last but not least, there's a hot little. I think it was a leak.
Yeah, these are leaked information.
Apparently, the future is now, and you can get them on PlayStation. The new PSVR.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Coming right now. Anyway, so Liquid.
Yeah.
Have you done any research about the Pokemon No Go Day? Do you know anything?
I have. Real quick, I'm sorry for cutting this part off. I'm kind of like detouring. Are we getting to the lot now, or are we gonna go after this?
We're gonna go into the lot. Okay. I haven't forgot about the lot, bro.
I just want to make sure.
I'm just bringing them later. The patrons, my babies. We'll get to you. I just want to get into a saucy topic first.
Hey, that sounds good to me, baby.
Sorry.
I'm here for the sauce. All right. Pokemon No Go. Yes, I did do some research and I got some questions too. I figured you'd know more than I would, being as how you're a Pokemon Go master. I'm a Pokemon Go scrub, but you know what I'm saying. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying.
I've got to breed them Pokemon. That's you.
Yeah, absolutely. So, let's see here. By my understanding, okay, and please jump right in if there's something I may be saying incorrectly. But so far, Pokemon Go fans are revolting against Niantic. Is that where we're at right now? That's where we're at right now.
August 5th was officially Pokemon No Go Day. The most you could do to support is if there's like links you could do, like you spin a stop, catch a Pokemon, just keep the thing going, because there's a thing that basically log in every day. We're all gamers, we all know. Pokemon is no exception to that rule. It's like do that and then get out. Don't do anything. Don't play the game.
Okay.
August 5th, and right. Your boy, I can even spin a stop. I didn't catch not one Pokemon.
Really? That was going to be one of my questions, and I'll say it for the end here, because I do want to know how you feel, and I did want to ask you if you did it or not, if you participated in the Pokemon No Go experience. Mm-hmm. So good. I think we should save that for the end here. Yeah. I think we should save, I guess, the questions more for the end, and that's cool there.
Sorry for interrupting.
No, it's great. So just to give little people, I guess, insight from where we came from to where we're at now. By my understanding, so it all started from Pokemon Go trying to be, we could say the word pandemic, right? On YouTube, we could say that, right? All right. So they were pandemic safe. They made these pandemic sort of safe changes, right? Allowing people to not leave their home and play, which has made it convenient, I guess, for a lot of other people. It's made it safer, right?
Severely.
Okay, so yeah, absolutely. Now that the world is opening up, and some may agree, some may not agree, but it's, somewhat opening up. It seems like they're changing back to the original, like, explorer aspect that was of the core game, right? Which, don't get me wrong, I still feel like it's a little too early for that, even myself. But at the end of I'm not gonna lie, I'd be lying if I said the whole exploring part of it, like actually going outside to play the game, that was pretty damn fun. Like, I love that. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, after that, now that we're finding out that we're changing back to the normal ways, I guess the way that Pokemon Go is intended to be played, people are not happy. By my understanding, there's a petition that has been thrown out there, over 150,000 signatures. And then a lot of encouragement regarding that Pokemon No Go Day. That's kind of where I'm at right now. I got another question, but again, I'm gonna save it for the end. But yeah, did I miss anything? Let me know. What else we got here?
I don't know what the next question is, because that's just how we kind of roll this, so you get my honest to God opinion.
Yeah, please.
Just to start off all the way at the beginning, the Pokemon No Go Day was started because they wanted to change. It's mostly about the change in Pokestop and gym spin radiuses. You can spin the stops. Now, as a avid Pokemon Go player, at least I was at one point before the panoramic. Sometimes you don't realize how many people are in the park playing Pokemon Go until a raid pops up, and then you're all huddled around one thing, and then before you know it, there's like 40 people around you.
Really? You've been in that before? That's been you? You've been...
Oh, yeah.
Really? Wow.
More than one time. It's commonplace. We're like, okay, guys, we get boosts. So if you're Valor, go over here, make codes. Instinct and these people, like everyone split off and do the dang thing.
Wow.
So they'll be like they end up being like captains and stuff, like kind of like captains in like the community. All right, this is the code, guys. The code is Bulbasaur, Squirtle. They're free. And then like if you're Valor, it's this, and then you go ahead and you lock in, you make a private lobby because you can make private lobbies, and you do that, and it happens to every subsect, so you can get more balls and more opportunity to catch the Pokemon you just paid to play, you know, because you did it with the raid pass. They offer you one free raid pass every day, so there's that.
Who determines these captains?
It's just kind of who's the loudest.
Oh, okay.
To be honest.
Have you been a captain?
And
yet?
honestly, yes.
Oh, Captain Chris, nice.
Yeah, no, because I'm loud. So it's just like, hey!
I figured that.
Then, you know, the thing is, you start playing in the community so much, and then, like, you start meeting people, and then, like, you meet people in the same raids over and over again, or, like, a local tournament, you know, and stuff like that for the PvP aspect of the game. By the way, I don't know if you know this, Liquid, I've won a PvP tournament in Pokemon Go.
No,
Yeah.
How did that go down?
It was, there used to be meetups at this one bar in Ybor, because we live in Tampa, and you know, they would just like come out, you play, they make brackets and so on and so forth, and yeah, boy, swept the series, man. Like the very like first one, because I had like 100% IV Pokemon that was like the meta at the time, but people didn't have it yet. And so like I was just like, oh man, I got this on lock. So my bad. And I just up, I won it. It's on my Instagram. You can see in the like memories like that I won money.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, it was like real cash or like Pokemon cash?
No, it was like cash.
Wow.
They gave me a card. No, it was like well, I call it real cash because it got me real alcohol. But it was just like it was the big easy bar, and just like here's $25 bar money. I'm like, cool, I'm buying alcohol.
Yeah, this is good.
I won, baby.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, that's cool.
So that was yeah. Anyway, enough gloating about me. Just so the Pokemon No-Go Day was a day in solidarity, and the rain in to spin the stops. The thing is, people were causing a hot fuss about it weeks ago. The thing is, Niantic just didn't say anything, and then it was just like, why aren't they talking to us?
Right.
Because it's a weird thing. You know, like, hey, I spend money. Your company, I know, is $1 billion corporation.
Right. And
you can't even talk to me on Twitter. And then the community manager, Kim, I forget her last name. Today was her last day at Niantic. And she was basically the person who talked to the community to the heads up.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so then people started worrying because she told everybody, the community, that she was going, and people started freaking out. Everyone's like, wait, even like the higher level Pogo streamers and like YouTubers, like they talk to her. They don't talk to anybody else. They talk to her, and that was it. And then she's gone. Wow. No one knows if someone else is going to fill the void, and it's just like it's happening, and that's what begat all this.
Wow. So technically, like, the community has nobody to really take this to, right? I mean, with her being
not anymore.
gone,
Not as today, kind of.
Okay.
Because it got trending on Twitter.
Right.
It was the number one. It was like the number 2 trending thing in like the gaming section.
I saw that as well. I saw that. I think there was one like hashtag like boycott Pokemon Go or something, or Pokemon No Go Day, like stuff like that. Wow, that is wild. Chris. Oh no, I'm sorry. Keep going.
Oh no.
No. The question will be like for the very end here. I thought you were done.
Okay. Oh no. So then Niantic responded late last night.
Oh, so on Pokemon No Go Day, because as of this recording, Pokemon No Go Day was yesterday, right? It was last night. So as of on Pokemon No Go Day, they responded.
Yeah, and it was a very, to me, very like business talky.
I was gonna say very corporate.
Kind of, I think, bullshit. But the thing is, Pokemon Go community, it's funny, can be toxic in certain places. You hear stories, there's always going to be outliers, but for the most part, very positive.
Okay.
People want to give Niantic the benefit of the doubt because they made a game that they love and all this, so on and so forth. And it's just like, basically, it's like, we hear you at the end of, I want to say August or September. We're gonna reevaluate. We're making a task force, and we're gonna reevaluate and see where we're at then. And then if any changes need to be made, we'll talk about it then.
Oh.
It was a very much non-answer thing.
Do they like share the same PR with CD Projekt Red?
Right? Like they all went to the same school. I don't know.
Chris, what's Ultra Unlock Part 3?
It's an out thing. There's new drama that happened of today because of the Ultra Out 3.
Oh, nice.
Because, especially for us people in Florida and share the south, like south. There's like a line that how Pokemon breaks up the map in the world.
Okay.
And Florida cuts off.
Oh.
And the Ultra. Let me explain the question. The Ultra Unlocked. I'm sorry, I got ahead of myself.
No, it's okay.
The Ultra Unlocked is it was a thing we got for completing certain tasks. Pokemon Go. So we had 1, 2, and now we're on 3. And 3 we had shiny regionals that weren't in the game, but the shiny, and now they're in the game.
Okay, so it's like just more content essentially, right?
Yes. People that want to have the conversations are shiny contents. It's a whole other thing.
Okay.
That's getting real deep into the weeds.
Okay, I did see that. I was doing some research on this Pokemon No Go. That popped up. I was curious. I was like, let me save this one for a question for Chris. I'm sure he'd know. So that was kind of like where my question was.
Yeah, the Heracross, basically the problem is with Heracross is a beautiful pink shiny, works great with it. They spawn everywhere normally, but they basically hid it behind the paywall shiny, and you can only do it in raids now.
Oh.
And it used to spawn everywhere, and now now you can't. And it's just like, why are you doing this?
Yeah, that's BS.
There's no reason to do this. Like, anytime you ever had anything else, like with any other kind of shiny, you didn't put it behind a paywall. You always gave us an option for the free to. There's people who play Pokemon who don't buy a single thing. Like, have one incubator and they can have 12 eggs and they don't care, bro. That's just how they play the game.
I think that was me. I think I was one of those guys when I was playing Pokemon Go. I think I might have bought a new incubator because I got tired of it. So I'm pretty sure I bit the bullet on that one.
Yeah, I spent, let's just say, a little money on Pokemon Go. Just a little.
If you could calculate what's the total amount of money you spent on Pokemon Go, how much are we looking at? Hundreds, thousands? What are we looking at, Chris?
That I don't want to say 1,000.
Okay, but you're not sure. But it's possible that it could be.
It's been 5 years though. The game's been out for 5 years.
Okay,
gotta give me some credit.
Sure. You know, I'll cut you some credit. Hold on, let me see. I'll cut you so much credit that we're gonna bring out the calculator, do some calculations here. All right. So let's say if you just spent $1,000 over the course of 5 years, right? So you figure there's 12 months in a year times the 5 years. That's 60 months. $1,000 divided by, let's say, 60 months. Okay, that's about $16.50 a month. That's not bad. That's like $16 a month. That's not bad. That's not terrible.
Yeah, that's not terrible. It's not like I did it.
It's Game Pass Ultimate.
Okay, and I'm lying a little bit. Niantic, because of the first Go Fest and the way it did give me $100 in-game credit.
Okay, so you've gotten back. I think it's a fair trade. I think it's balanced. I don't think that's too bad. I wouldn't consider you a whale. Like some of these other people. Like, I remember there's a dude I used to work with in my secondary job.
Explain what a whale is to the kids.
So it's by my understanding, it's supposed to be someone who just spends a lot of money, right? Spends a lot of money in these mobile games, especially these the terrible microtransactions, the bad microtransactions.
Cool ones.
Yeah, not the cool ones like us, like Chris and I over here. But But yeah, like, so they spent just lots of money. Like, a friend of mine, he used to, every paycheck he set aside $100 so he could throw it on mobile games. So we're talking about $200 a month we're looking at. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, $200 a month. So yeah, it's pretty wild. You figure what is that, $2,400 a year? That's wild. So
Wow.
yeah, those people are that's what you would consider a whale. At least I would think so.
Yes.
The term, I think, comes from the casino, if I'm not mistaken, the whale term. But yeah, that's wow, that's crazy.
I definitely, and it's funny for GoFest. I dropped a little bit of money too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think you have to. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, I totally
you figure with the raids and everything. Yeah, I feel you. I think you kind of have to.
Yeah.
So I guess my next question. So where do you see this going? Like, what do you want to see, and what do you expect? I guess is what I'm asking.
Okay. On a more serious tip, thing is they brought it out, but it helped sell accessibility. And if you play Pokemon Go, you see people who are like, like with their families or handicapped or like, and they're not the same thing. Jesus Christ, that was a terrible thing. But like, you know what I mean? Like,
dude, my family is such a handicap. My family is a handicap on me, and I hate it.
I said on a serious tip, bro. I said on a serious tip, and you just right in there. Look, what I'm saying is that like people can't be out there like how me, Andres, and Patrick used to be out there, where Patrick's out here doing laps in the car, and we're fast catching everything as fast as humanly possible. People are like, how many 20s did you get or shinies you get? And I'm like 30, and people are like, how? I was like, we drove this car for the last 3 hours in a circle. I'm like, that's how that happened.
I hope y'all gave Patrick some gas money. Okay.
He was out there getting shinies too. I ain't worried about him.
Oh, he's one of the goers. He's a Pokemon goer himself.
Yeah, no, Patrick was my boy, dog. We went to Daytona catch a Pokemon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
what Pokemon?
Man, it was a Tauros because it was a region exclusive, but it cut right at Daytona.
Oh.
We were hanging out one Sunday and we were just like, man, wouldn't it be crazy if we just drove to Daytona to catch the Tauros? And he looked at me, I looked at him, and I'm like, bro, I used to drive to Orlando for McDonald's, bro. Don't test me.
Right.
I'm not the one. What? He's like, I'll go if you want to go. I'm like, why are we still in Tampa then? Dude. So in one night, we drove all the way down to Daytona Beach. And then we caught a couple Tauroses, and then I completed my 150 Pokedex. Like, I completed Gen 1 Pokedex.
Now, because if I'm not mistaken, this was during, I want to say it's like the first gen. This one, Pokemon was still fairly new, right? Pokemon Go. Yeah. Like, Taurus was in a certain region, and then I think Farfetch was in a certain region, if I'm not mistaken. And then there was a third one. I forget who the third Pokemon was.
Jinx. Oh, no, Mr. Mime.
Okay, I was Mr. Mime. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was Jinx or Mr. Mime. So yeah, okay. Damn, man, that's good stuff. So, did you come back same day?
Yeah.
Wow.
We went out there, caught a couple Pokemon, drove around Daytona, and then left.
What is that? What are we talking about? Like a 3-hour drive? Is that where we're at? That thing?
Maybe.
Oh, for a fucking Taurus, nice.
Like 2 Tauroses. And I'll tell you one thing, in Tampa, that was hot trade bait.
Really?
That when you got something good, like, oh, what shiny do you have? Huh? I got a Tauros. I don't have a Tauros. I'm like,
right. A Taurus was hard to come by.
I'm like, well, I got one, but I need that. He's like, oh, but this is technically rarer than that. I'm like, yeah, but that's not in the city, fam.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so it's just, and then it cost Stardust, bro. We're not even best friends. That's like 100,000 Stardust, baby. That shit don't grow on trees. Come on, man. I
don't know what that
means. just know that. Just know that Stardust come on trees, all right?
Apparently, Stardust doesn't grow on trees. People, remember that, right? Right. You don't miss a raid day, all right? And you don't miss Stardust doesn't grow on trees.
And Stardust don't grow on trees.
And your family may be a handicap to you.
That one is not liquid. That's liquid. That's liquid over there. Right?
Oh man,
Jesus, but yeah, but
that's good stuff.
It mostly turned into because of the spin thing, not to get back on topic, and then it went to Niantic not talking. They gave us something, but it was kind of a non-answer. I think they're waiting for it to like maybe chill out and people to get less hot, then just keep on doing what they're doing.
Right.
That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I would imagine these Pokemon Go players, they're crazy.
And most of them are our age.
Right.
Like so it's just like I'm in my 30s now or late 20s. Like I am petty, and I was like, bro, I will spend money on something else.
Yeah, shit. I've been way more pettier for a lot less. Don't try me, Niantic.
Wait, no, Dave to fight. Yeah,
right.
but yeah, essentially that's the case. Niantic gave a non-answer in a month. This is not the end of it, and then they came out with like a little like, oh, and now we're having these new legendaries in the game. But they posted that before they posted their response, and all the comments on Instagram, Twitter were like, oh, you have time to post this, but you don't have time to post a response. Oh. I'm like, man, Pokemon Go players got real gangster.
Talk about bad timing, man.
And I was like, and the thing is, it's like the legendaries from Sword and Shield, like the two dogs.
Yeah.
They have weird names, so I don't even try. And it's like Zigazun and Zigazoo. You know what? I don't know their names. But anyway, like, and I was like, bro, I want to be hyped for this, but you maybe not be hyped for this. So I'm like, now you're just being a dick.
Right. Damn.
And so that's what pushed me over the edge. I'm like, oh, I'm definitely like not playing this game in solidarity with my Pogo peeps.
Now, again, so Pokemon No Go Day was yesterday. What about today? Did you whip out the old Pokemon Go and catch a few of those guys?
I opened it up because I had some eggs hatching.
Okay.
I had them. They were hatched yesterday, but I'm like, nah, bro. Nah, they can stay there, fam. I'm like, if you don't stand for nothing, I'll for anything. All right.
Right. Wow.
So,
talk about willpower.
Yeah.
You're like the Gandhi of our generation. Say
I'm the Yeezus of this generation. Sorry. Anyway, sorry.
Wow.
But yeah, so.
Yeah, that's it, man. I feel all caught up now. I love it. That's awesome. That was more than I expected. I'll be honest.
And just know, well, at the end of this month, this will be covered on the Microtransaction episode. Don't worry about it, because your boy's ready to fight for no reason.
Now,
I'm ready.
What was I gonna say? Damn. Oh, damn. I guess I forgot. Never mind. I'm sure it'll come.
And anything else? You had anything else to cover? Because I'm about to kick it.
No, that's about it. That's more than I expected. So yeah, no, that's great.
Alright guys, well, we heard about my rage in Pokemon Go and how I traveled to Daytona to get a lovely Tauros that I still had to this day. The 2016 date still in the books. Mwah, love it. You know what I love more than that?
Oh, let us know. Yeah, oh yeah, the list of transactions. All right, so I got the list here. All right, and if you all don't mind, please allow me to introduce this list. We've got so first on the list we got none. All right. Second on the list, we've got Patrick, aka Patty Cakes, the man who drove to Daytona. All right, accompanied Chris to Daytona to get the Tauros. Patrick. We've got Dylan, the TikTok tickler over there. He's just helping us with the TikToks, killing it over there.
I gotta go.
Where'd you go? You got downstairs. Like, I gotta go. You just fall down. Andreas.
Man, I gotta hang out with that guy.
Yeah, you got Liz.
Elden Ring herself.
All right, we've got Ani.
The tallest man in this side of the Mississippi.
We've got Josh, aka Infinite Neo. You could see some. He was in the gameplay again. Tuesdays, Thursdays. Last Tuesday and Thursday that just aired. What do you got? You got Halo Infinite gameplay starring, Liquid, no face cam, just voiceover, just gameplay. You're getting the face cam now though, so you're caught in 4K here. On
Thursday's episode, there might be a little surprise at the end, so you might want to stick around to see.
Oh yeah, nice little Easter egg there. We got Justin also in the same Let's Plays.
Justin.
And then last but certainly not least, the best friend for like 1,000 years running. We got Matt Nasty.
The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. My brother Matt, and also today his 10th year anniversary being married.
Oh wow! So that's Friday. So the time of this recording, this is August 6th. Congratulations, Matt and Ioli, on all your success in marriage.
I don't know, because sometimes also my man Nathan sit in the backseat, because sometimes Matthew has it on when Nathan's in the car. So Nathan, what's up?
Well, Nathan, was good, brother. I heard you love Sonic. I love Sonic 2. You got to go fast. Keep going fast, kid.
Go fast, Nathan.
And then, but yeah, that's it for the lot. Thank you all for your support. For those who also want to be support, feeling a little generous, description below, you'll see the Patreon link there. You can go and click on it, donate $1. You get some early access to our extra videos there. They usually go live Saturday a week later, but you get early access to it. So, and also just for any new subscribers, even just to YouTube, thank you so much for your kindness, your support, and yeah, it's much appreciated. Thank you.
If you don't have a spare buck, just feel free to follow, like, share, and all those things below. But just know that you are not my favorite people.
Not yet.
Favorite people.
Not yet.
$8. What's your problem? Right. Are you broke? Can you not afford it? Prove me wrong. Give me $1.
Yeah. Well, if you could afford a Switch, I'm pretty sure you could afford a Patreon. I'm just saying.
So Nintendo Switch did a thing.
Oh yeah.
It decided on its own to sell 89 million copies. Liquid, how do you feel about it?
Impressed. I'm very impressed. Like I'll be honest with you. Chris and I had a conversation before today. Actually, it was yesterday. And we were talking about, because like I had no idea. I was like, listen, the PS4 sold this many copies. You know what I'm saying? It was like almost 120 million, or maybe even 120 million. And I'm like, dude, that's not going to be hit in a long time, is what I was thinking. And this thing is well on its way to crush that. Yeah, I was doing some research on the numbers to see where it's at. It's about 13 million more than I think where PS4 was at around this time of its life. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. So yeah,
wow, that's impressive.
It is very much impressive. You know what I'm saying? It just, let me see here, just to give little people a little bit of insight. The Switch, it's 89 million right now. It's been out since March of 2017. So we're just under 4.5 years. It's about also 13 million off from surpassing the PS1. So you expect it's going to pass the PS1? Ooh. Yeah, that's big right there. And if you think about it, like, it's got the OLED screen coming out. That's a new one here. You figure it's most likely going to have a Pro iteration, right? We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. But we'll see. If history taught us anything, I think the longest lifespan for a Nintendo console was 6 years, and that was from the Wii to the Wii U, because the Wii was successful. You know what I'm saying? The Wii U, not so much, but from the Wii to the Wii U, that was 6 years. So you figure if this has another, year and a half, then I mean it's gonna make up some serious ground. And even then, I think Nintendo would be stupid to shy away from the Switch brand. I think it's done so well that you kind of have to make a Pro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like you have to.
I feel like you have to too, but this is, and I'm taking this, WNDs, Weird Nintendo Decisions. They don't play by any rules but their own. I want to say this, Liquid, and I think I want a Nintendo OLED. I mean, not an OLED, a Nintendo Pro. I think the only real way of us getting that is if the Steam Deck performs.
I see what you mean. Yeah, I mean,
now.
Good. I'm sorry.
Oh, because the reason why I say that is you find yourself in this day and age where it's all about the next graphical masterpiece with this new technology. Like, look at Epic Games, and they're releasing their this super thing, and it catches everything in high frames. Oh my god, I can see what his spirit is thinking. This is amazing. But that doesn't matter to Nintendo. And when you wonder why Nintendo does what it does, is because you see numbers like this.
Right.
Like, why would they worry about what X, Y, and Z is doing when obviously what they're doing is working?
Right.
Like when I see these numbers, it's like, why would we make a more powerful thing unless it's gonna sell buku money? You know what I mean? And I don't think they care anymore. Especially when I saw these numbers, I'm like, I don't think they care.
And I agree. I don't think they care neither, but I think what it comes down to is performance. I think eventually you're gonna start seeing these games get left behind. Like you're gonna start seeing, Xbox, PlayStation have all these games, and Nintendo can't produce these games. They can't make them because there's just the performance is just not there. Now granted, I know they'll dumb down the graphics or do whatever they need to do to try to get it on that platform. And I agree with you. I think they're going to stretch this out as long as they can before they even think about doing an iteration of that Pro model. I just feel like when you throw in the Pro model, I mean that you're going to add another 2 to 3 years on that life. That's where I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? But you're right. Nintendo's going to do Nintendo. They don't give a shit about who's doing what. They don't give a shit what's selling for who. All they care about, hey, if it's working for us, it works for us. So no, I agree. And just to give people a little bit of insight, so Nintendo Switch, 89 million. The next one that they gotta play to go up against, I guess, is the Wii, is what it is.
Then they go against themselves.
Yeah, the Wii, which was a successful console. It's well, here, let me just give people an idea. We're not counting the handhelds, are we? We're just doing like home consoles, right?
I say put it like we're if you're talking top 10 consoles, let's go top 10.
You want to do top 10? Okay, we'll do top 10.
Unless you don't have that list in front of you.
No, I got it in front of me, Chris. Trust me, your boy's prepared. Your boy's prepared. All right, so Nintendo Switch, it just surpassed 360 and PS3. All right, here, let me give you the top 10 here. What are you? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 360 was number 10, Xbox 360. And then number 9 was PS3. Now you got Switch sitting at number 8. The Wii at number 7 at 101 million. The PlayStation 1 at 102 million. The PlayStation 4 at 116 million. I think it's at 120 now, if I'm not mistaken. Then you got Game Boy / Game Boy Color. That's at 118 million. Then you got the Nintendo DS family, because let's face it, the DS came out with a lot of iterations. You had the DS, DSi, DS Lite, all those. That's sitting at 154 million. And then you got number one top dog, which I'll be honest with you, this is the one I think nobody's going to get. I still think that nobody's going to catch up to. But if anybody has a chance, it's going to be the Switch. And that's what I'm excited for. And it's the PlayStation 2 at 155 million. That's number one. That's top dog. So 155 million. They got some ground to make up. But man, I'm kind of rooting for it. I'm like, you figure the PlayStation 2 came out in 2000. You know what I'm saying? We're over 20 years. PlayStation's been holding that top crown. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, is the Switch gonna take over that?
The Switch can
absolutely.
With the third iteration coming out, they're getting 100 million in the next year.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, 100.
Probably even less than that. Probably, yeah.
I mean, maybe more than that, I think is what you meant to say.
Yeah.
I think they're hitting the 100 million mark.
Right.
I think they will sell the OLED comes out this fall. We will not see the OLED because it won't exist. It will be some imaginary system that somebody swear they saw last week, but it doesn't exist because this thing is flying off the shelves. Right. I think they're already all sold out. I don't think you can get one now.
I don't think so neither.
And so it just shows that this is essentially going to join where PS5 and Xbox is at, where they can't produce the content or honestly, I'm just going to say content fast enough.
Okay.
For people, I think video games. Thanks to the panoramic, the video game landscape has evolved to a place now and continuously growing, and a lot of that's due to Nintendo. So Nintendo has a lot of momentum because of oh my god, I'm forgetting the name. How do you make your little house? You build a museum.
Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing. I can't. No. Thanks, buddy. Stuff like that, and I think this is the reason why. right now Nintendo's riding a momentum. Like, I don't feel like everyone truly is grasping right now. I think 2020 may have been Nintendo's year.
Oh yeah.
I think they're taking it to the bank. I think because of 2020, I think plans may have been pushed back. Like, oh, we don't need to come out with something right away. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait, these things are selling like hotcakes, and we don't need a graphical masterpiece because they're what? Animal Crossing has sold a gazillion copies, and
right.
it's like, and it's not a graphical masterpiece. I think they might be focused on making online better because it looks like they're trying to make online more of a thing.
I hope so.
And like, I think that's gonna be a halfway point to the next console. I think they're going to maybe try to solidify that this console generation, so the next one can carry more of it, and they can catch it to 10 years ago.
No, that makes a lot of sense, and yeah, no, I like I said, I still think we have 1.5 to 2 years before we see even any other sort of iteration of the Switch. You know what I'm saying? Especially with how it's selling. Oh man, it's just. I don't know, it's just so wild. Like, it's so funny from where we're at right now, because you figure, consoles have done this before. They've come out, well, in the past, they used to advertise a slimmer console. You know what I'm saying? You look at the PS2, that 155 million, that's not just the PS2 that you know and love, that remember that fat boy. That's the slim model as well. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like...
You still have your Slim Mini over there.
Well, hey, you can keep it because I got a new one. And,
okay.
But yeah, you figure you got the slim models. At least that's how they were advertised, and oftentimes they were slightly more powerful. Nothing to like really brag about. But now it seems like the advertisement has changed. It used to be, oh, we're slimmer now, smaller. Yeah, there it is. There's that boy. Anything in there? You could pop that open. Anything inside?
Oh no.
Let's see.
Oh man, I didn't even think about it. Hold on.
Pop that thing open.
Oh, there's nothing.
Damn. But yeah,
right here.
You know what I'm saying? You figure it was that. Now they advertise more. Hey, it's more powerful and everything like that. Yeah, man, it's really wild. I like it though. I'm here for it. Like I said, I didn't expect it to happen. I think the pandemic was a huge success for Nintendo. I think that's the best thing to happen to Nintendo, to be honest with you. But like, yeah, man, it's just so wild. And the OLED screen, it's just going to sell more. It really is.
Hold on, and going into our next topic. Hold on, I'm going to bring our guests back.
Yeah.
PlayStation. Does it need any games?
Yeah. Does it need games? 10
million copies with honestly launch games.
Right. Yeah.
Like, getting to the point now where right now the main thing selling PlayStation, thank you, PlayStation 2, good one of the 150 right here. They're selling PlayStation on name and brand alone.
Yeah.
And I'm
sorry, but before we get into that, I wanted to mention, PlayStation had a handheld with the OLED screen as well, and that in the Vita. All right, I just want to throw that out there before we get any further. They had the OLED screen, so let's pump our brakes. Oh, dude, I want to champion Vita so bad, I really do. But yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Hey, this is Chris. This is a corner with Chris right now.
Yeah. But now that, hold on, I need a drink after that one. Jesus Christ, bro. The Vita's dead, okay?
Oh, it's so bad, man. It sucks.
It's dead, and I'm the one who set it on fire, baby. Vita Island, burned to the ground. He's dead. It's okay. People didn't like it when it was around.
What I'm trying to get at though is that like
you're gonna bring up the PSP now?
Well, no. The only thing I was trying to get at is that you figure and don't be surprised if I bring up the Vita a little later in this show too. So just throwing it out there. It just goes to show also, like, speaking of PlayStation, it's just, hey, you're literally letting money just get away from you. You know what I'm saying?
We're having that conversation?
Yeah, you had. Oh, is that what you're trying to get at? Is that what you're trying to get at?
No, it wasn't. But if we want to have, we're having this talk. We're having this talk, man.
Yeah, real quick, because I'm just like, yeah, man, you had the Vita. Sure, you didn't support it. You kind of forgot it. But that was the console to play the indie games. That was a console that had the OLED. And it's just like, you kind of let it die. And it's just like, man, PlayStation, what the hell did you do? I'm going to tell you what they did towards the end of the show. But we'll get into that. But yeah, if you have anything to rebuttal, please let me know.
Vita was only kept alive and done as well as it did because of the fan base that was behind it. And I may think that maybe it was before its time, and I don't think we'll ever see another Vita again. I think that's gone.
Okay. That's fair. I disagree, but that's fair. Actually, no, I don't disagree, and I'll tell you why later, but go ahead.
Okay. I just think Vita, if they would have kept it going, obviously, this is when Vita died, PlayStation was on the upswing. It just showed where the death of Vita shows the beginning of where PlayStation's at right now, where they want to focus on the big titles, the big money, the Last of Us, the Naughty Dogs, the God of Wars, like these things that they feel will cause like critical acclaim, bring money to the brand, and keep a fan base that is there. And if you look at this 10 million sold, it looks like they're on pace, like they're doing the right things, even though we feel like we have no games to play.
Yeah, and here's the thing. So, like, you're right. There really isn't anything. Like, you figure, like you said, there's the launch games. You know what I'm saying, that they've done well. Some better than others. But I was even looking at some things here because, like, me being I'm a huge PlayStation fan, right? And they like this year, 2021. The only thing we really have to look forward to is Deathloop, right? And what I'm saying, we don't have much on. Granted, if you're someone who's new into the PlayStation sort of ecosystem, then you have tons to play. You know what I'm saying? You have an entire library of just phenomenal AAA titles. As far as the
industry making games,
yeah, absolutely, PlayStation 4. Absolutely, 100%. And I think that plays a huge part, obviously, as far as the success that the PS5 has had. And even though we're looking at the horizon, we're looking at 2021. Speaking of Horizon, not coming out in 2021, but 2022. But the whole thing is, what I'm trying to get at is that you look at 2021. Like I said, you got Deathloop to look forward to. That's great. Sure, it's not going to be, we're not just packed with games, but I'll be honest with you, I'm excited. Like, I was looking at some of the games coming out in August, which I'm excited for because there's a lot of good games coming out in August. A lot of them on Game Pass. I think there's I think I saw 6 that really like that I'm just like, oh, gonna play that. But then I'm just like, oh, but there's one thing in particular that's gonna make me stop playing everything and focus on that, and that's gonna be the Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut. So, like, you know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah, like, I will definitely, whatever I'm playing, whether it be, because, like, I know 12 Minutes is coming on Game Pass. I'm excited for that. It's weird. It looks awesome. And, great voice acting. It seems you got James McAvoy. You got Daisy Ridley. I'm excited for that. Xbox give me more of that weird shit. I love it.
Yeah.
So you got
gonna get on PlayStation.
Yeah, exactly. That's PC and Xbox. That's where you get it from. There's another game called Baldo. I don't know if you ever heard of that. Looks like a level 5. Reminds me of Ni no Kuni. I want to play that. That comes out later on this year as well.
Oh, I think we were talking about that in Xbox. Right? Was it on the Xbox one?
I believe it was on their presentation on the E3, if I'm not mistaken.
I need to rewatch it on the Microtransaction /YouTube.com.
Go. But that game's coming out this month, and I'm excited for that. I want to play that. But yeah, like I said, regardless of whatever I'm playing, I will definitely set aside everything for the Ghost of Tsushima DLC. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to pay the $20 to get into that so I could play that, and then you pay the extra $10 so you can get the PS5 support stuff. So $30 increase you're kind of looking at. But hey, I'm all for it. I love that controller. I love the haptic feedback. You give me that, I'm okay with that. A $10 little jump for the DualSense capabilities, absolutely, give me that all day.
If it cleans up the graphics even a little bit, totally worth it because that game's already so beautiful.
Yeah, oh yeah. So it's just like stuff like that. So it's just like we may not have the AAA titles coming to PlayStation, but we got these little small, I guess little appetizers, let's call them. You know what I'm saying? That I'm excited for. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited for the Death Stranding one as well. That comes out in September. I'm sorry, Chris. I'm sorry to say I'm excited for it, dude. Like, but it's just like, but what I'm trying to get at is that these are technically what's gonna hold us down. And there's some other stuff like there's Kenna Bridge of Spirits. It's more of an indie title.
That's what I've been hearing about. Yeah, people are excited for that, but I feel like people are excited for that game just because there's nothing else.
No, you could be right, and you could be 100% right. Like honestly, I think you are onto something. I agree. I don't think this is a game.
And I just want to. I'm sorry to cut you off, but great for the developer making the game.
Yeah.
I'm happy that the spotlight went from Horizon. It's like you and for y'all, phenomenal. The game looks awesome, legitimately. I hope it takes off.
I'm 100% with you. You know what I'm saying? So like, and I know it got delayed, but only by like a month, or a little less than a month, a few days less than a month. So nothing too big, nothing too major. But yeah, so stuff like that, like these little smaller appetizers. I think it's okay. I think it will hold us down. Now, if you're looking at 2022 and there's still no game, maybe you might start seeing, okay, now it's something's wrong. There's a problem now. You know what I'm saying? It went from an inconvenience to now a problem.
God of War can be delayed again.
Mm-hmm.
Horizon Zero Dawn cannot receive the same treatment. The reason when I say that is what I mean is that people can wait for God of War. God of War has been proven an entity. It can be arguably put in top best games of all time.
Yeah, it was my favorite game on PS4.
I feel like it's that or Last of Us, and you're splitting hairs at that point. You know what I mean?
100%.
No, like it's just how it depends on the gamer. Right. I digress. There's a lot of people that agree with you. It's hard for me to disagree. But going back, it's just Horizon doesn't have the gravitas that God of War has. Not saying that it's a bad game, because it is not a bad game.
Sure.
And I just want to see if Zelda's gonna eat the lunch again, bro. I want to see when, if they are coming out this year, are they gonna avoid Zelda, because that's what popped them off right at the knees.
Yeah, I think you're gonna see it come out way later. I don't think you're gonna see it come out. I think honestly, I'm feeling like Breath of the Wild. You're gonna see that before Horizon. That's where I'm at right now.
Really? So when do you think? Oh, I see Horizon before Zelda.
No, I think Zelda's gonna come out before, actually.
You're a crazy person.
Oh wait. Dude, wait, Zelda. They never announced a release date, right?
Oh, they didn't even show the main character's face, bro.
Oh, okay. So then I guess we know. Okay, then let me retract that. That won't be coming out till late next year. Then, that's gonna be their big holiday release. That has to be. I think Horizon. So that means Horizon probably has from January up until September to come out. I think that's fair to say.
I couldn't agree with you more.
So, but yeah, I mean, we'll see. Like I said, still like Horizon, like you said, great game. And yeah, I agree. I think it was well overshadowed by Breath of the Wild. If you ask me, hot take, I enjoyed Horizon more. I did.
Oh shit! Goddamn, bro! You're gonna say this? I haven't played a Zelda game since the original one, and even I can tell you that's stupid.
I mean, was stupid or not, but hey, I mean, I'm telling you, all Zelda is just all they did was modernized Zelda. That's really all it did. I'm sorry, that's all it did. Like, it doesn't do anything special. The only one thing that I'd give it, this is the one thing I'd give Zelda, The Legend of Breath of the Wild, is that the environmental stuff and how you do puzzles, that's probably the one big thing about it that's impressive more than anything. Everything else I could care less about. It was fun. I loved it. Don't get me wrong. Still one of my favorite games on the Switch. But I prefer a Mario Odyssey over Breath of the Wild, to be honest with you. That's just me, though. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's where I'm at, man.
Zelda people, I know Zelda is your favorite male protagonist. I need you to not hurt me, just Liquid.
Look, it's a great game. I love Zelda. Like I said, Breath of the Wild, I put several hours into it. I beat it. I loved it. But and there's a lot in that game. Like if I were to recommend any game that you're gonna constantly keep coming back to, I would probably do Breath of the Wild, only because there's so much content in that game. But I guess I'm a dungeon fan. I like the dungeons. You know what I'm saying? And this didn't have it. So that I do like traditional style Zelda. That's where I'm at. But,
okay. Sorry for calling you stupid before.
No.
Stupid.
It's fine. Like I think a lot of people would probably agree with you, but it's just like that's just where I'm at, man. But yeah, as far as the PlayStation, you know what I'm saying, they're definitely running the PS4. I wish they were a little bit more honest, like as far as like more transparent. I feel like they're so scared to like say when something bad's happening or when they don't have anything to show, and then they end up just trying to like force something out. It just becomes very jarring, very stupid, very annoying, very weird. So they have enough goodwill. You know what I'm saying? You could take your time. Like, it's fine. Just show us some stuff for next year, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? I like the little appetizers that I'm getting this year. I'm content with it. You know what I'm saying? It's allowed me to play more games. I feel like it's allowed me to catch up with more games. So I'm not mad about it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna ask you this one question. I know we're tight on time, but I'm still gonna ask you this one question.
Yeah.
Could you have another year like this year for PlayStation and the numbers hold steady?
No, I don't think this lasts another year. I think you have this year and that's about it. I think this is all you could kind of get away with. Maybe even a little bit at the beginning of next year. But let's say if holiday 2022 we don't have a game to show then, and I'm not even saying one game. I'm talking about 2 to 3 games. I think if you don't have anything to show then that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? I get Microsoft kind of got away with that. You know what I'm saying? Previously with the Xbox One generation, I don't know if PlayStation can do that. I really not in the landscape that we're in. Not when you got Game Pass. Not when you got just so many different avenues to go to. So yeah, I think this is a problem. Like I said, if they're worried about it now, worry about it in the future. I think you should let this year's okay. You could let it go. That's fine. Next year, that's what you need to focus on. You know what I'm saying? So no, I don't think this. I still think sales wise, I think it'll still be fine. I do think it'll be fine for sales, just because.
Okay.
Like
sorry, I thought you were.
Like I think sales wise it'll be fine. I think PR wise it's gonna be a nightmare. That's where I'm at.
Okay, I get that. I see that behind that. I was like, next year, year after. I gotta know, bro. When do you think this new PSVR is coming out?
Ooh, the PSVR. I'm glad you brought that up. Okay. So the PSVR.
By the way, Liquid. Hold on. I gotta preface it. Liquid's gonna geek out for like the next however long. So let him geek.
We're gonna get a little nerdy in here for this is the PSVR 2. So just to let people know, and I'm gonna run down these here. So a lot of this information was brought to me by it's called PSVR Without Parole is the name of the YouTube channel that I looked it up with. It looks like they really just focus on PlayStation VR, and I love it. It's awesome. Like subscription now, new subscriber, because I'm all for it now.
I have to check that out. That sounds pretty rad.
Yeah, man. That's what they focus on. So he had all the details, and I'm so happy for it. I'm gonna put the link in the description below as well. Just gotta pay some respect to that. But yeah, so apparently there was a recent meeting with potential PlayStation VR developers as far as what we're expecting for the PlayStation VR 2. Granted, this is all leaked, nothing really confirmed. So take it with a grain of salt, if you will, but it seems pretty solid. All right, so PSVR 2, what are we getting? So PSVR, for anyone who doesn't know, PSVR 1 had a single screen split in the middle, and then you got it just focused on each eye. Now you're getting 2 OLED screens in the unit, all right, which is huge. You know what I'm saying? 2 OLED screens. It's, I guess, 2000 by 2040 display, which is considered 4K HDR per eye. You know what I'm saying? So that's huge. Field of view 110 degrees, which is, by my understanding, it's 10 more degrees than the original PSVR unit. It's 20 more degrees than, I want to say, the Oculus Quest. And
wow,
yeah, and a few more degrees than, I want to say, the well, I don't want to say the Vive. No, it's not the Vive. It's something else. I forget. But it's up there. You know what I'm saying? It's up there. Field of view is huge. We talked about it last week. I'm loving this field of view setting. For those who don't know, field of view, it just makes it feel a little more immersive. Almost like it feels like it makes like a, I would say, it gives you more peripheral vision. It feels like it's like sort of pulling your center screen further away.
It gives you depth.
It gives you more depth. It makes it feel like more of a 3D environment on a flat screen, which is awesome. So there was rumor, and which is now confirmed, I guess, in the leaks, of a haptic feedback in the headset. So which is gonna just add on to immersion. It's supposed to add reduce motion sickness, stuff like that. There's little motors inside of it, so that's pretty impressive. We know that the controllers are going to be bundled with the headset unit. You know, that's huge. The controllers are said to have adaptive triggers, like you see in the DualSense.
I said like what I'm hearing.
Yeah, dude, it's pretty, and this is what I was trying to get at when I said I was going to bring up the Vita. I'm bringing it up right now. Is that
foreshadowing?
Yeah, so the Vita, I feel like that handheld market, absolutely, they're kind of getting away from it, right? They're getting away from it, and they're like just doubling it down on the PlayStation VR is what it seems like they're doing, and I'm all for it. I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? I love the PSVR. So yeah, like I said, haptics in the headset, controllers bundled, adaptive triggers in the controllers. The controllers are said to have, I forget the name of the sensors here, but it's supposed to like be able to turn on or see your positioning of fingers. So it's just allow more accurate, like finger location as far as what you plan on pressing. The controllers are supposed to be a little bit more susceptible to VR. Compared to those, PlayStation Move controllers, they're there somewhere. They're up there. They're behind that. They're underneath.
Bringing out the PlayStation products, bro.
Yeah. So instead of the Move controllers, we're actually gonna get legitimate controllers, which is huge. I'm excited for that, because for those who don't know, I mean, the PlayStation VR unit first came out. The Move controllers were about 10 years. They came out 10 years before the headset came out. So, you're looking at ancient technology at that point. Technology just, it's quick, bro.
10 years is ancient technology.
Yeah, absolutely. So, let's
I had to preface anything.
Yeah. Let's get back into it here. Let's focus more. So we talked about the headset unit. We talked about the controllers. Let's get into the games. So they discussed with the developers their focus. It seems like it's going to focus more on AAA games, which is awesome. Like I said, because the Vita was supposed to be that. We got about one in her Uncharted Golden Abyss. It came out on launch.
I liked it. It's the only game I ever played on this Vita.
Dude, amazing game. It was amazing. And that's about it. That's about all they promised AAA, and they gave us one AAA game. So that's about it. What else?
God of War. God of War came out on PSPs.
Yeah, that's Ghost of Sparta. That's PSP. So we know that it's going to be AAA focused. However, one thing they were specific about, they were going to make it more hybrid games. When I say that, what I mean by is that they're going to be more focused. Instead of being VR specific, they're going to be games that you can not only play on a monitor, you could play in VR as well. They're trying to just kind of bridge a gap between the what you play here, normally, versus what you're playing in the VR unit, which is great. I think it's good. We see that in Tetris Effect, for example. You know what I'm saying? It looks good, but when you put on that VR headset, it's a whole different experience, and I'm all for that. That's cool. That being said, you're going to be able to download whatever game version you want. Do you want the VR version, or do you want the traditional just game? So they're going to give you some options. Options is always great. So compared to I guess they were, and the reason why they brought that up, because you figure there's games out there that are very just VR specific. They're meant with PlayStation VR or any virtual reality headset in mind. So they're very restrictive. For example, Doom. I'm going to use that as an example. When you're playing Doom, you're in the headset, and it's Doom virtual reality, or I guess it's VFR, virtual fucking reality. This classic Doom. In order to move, you can't just walk or go forward. You're playing with the Move controllers. You have to point at the direction you want to go at, and then all of a sudden you teleport yourself over there. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of breaks the immersion. You're just constantly teleport. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how you're moving around. So it just breaks. It's just not the same. So the fact that they're focusing on that hybrid, I'm excited for. I like that.
You too. I'm sorry.
Oh no, carry on.
Oh, it's Well, are you done? Because never mind. Let me. You say your next thing because I have something.
This was just the last thing here. Where as far as like release date and more details, we're expected to hear more early 2022. That's where I'm at right now. So yeah, so next year we're going to hear some more about it. That's just where I'm at right now.
That's pretty shocking. That means if we do hear it next year, I could see that being like I wanted to say E3 thing, but it just come out in a shitty blog post.
Yeah, you could be right. Yeah.
Or maybe just a state of play. But that's a whole other conversation. I like what I'm hearing, and I have a little issue with some things I hear. Because I'm going to start with the good. With the good. I like what I'm hearing because it sounds like what Shuhei said before. And for those who don't remember, Shuhei said that the PSVR, the first iteration of it, is supposed to think of it as a PlayStation 1. This is our first soiree into the space, the console space. So, and this going to feels like a natural iteration, if it's all true, of what's things to come, to try to mend the fence a little bit, to get a little bit of the more normal, maybe third party game. Maybe they can throw out some VR special things, so you get a little bit tasty stuff. To like, hey, don't you want to, like, sure, you can get on Game Pass, but you can get the VR stuff here,
right?
And on the third party side, the only thing that worries me about this kind of stuff, when the melding of the stuff, is like, how gimmicky is it gonna be? Because we've all felt the sting of the 6-axis controller when Nathan Drake's walking down and you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
And I don't want it. What would be the worst if it's like, I have Kratos and he's this badass and he has the Leviathan in his hand, and then you gotta like do some weird 3D thing, like look where you're going to throw it or something like that, and you're like, oh, this is breaking that hype. I don't want that to be a thing.
Sure.
And when I hear iterations of the PlayStation, the VR, it's just like we have iterations right now, but that tends to cost a little money. Going back to Ghost of Tsushima,
Mm-hmm.
think Liquid? Do you think we'll have that situation where like there'll be a financial difference between the two types?
I think yes. That's just a short answer. I think yes. I think you're gonna see that. I think with AAA comes a high price. You know what I'm saying? For example, like there's games on the PlayStation VR that I did not even think about picking up because it was expensive. You know what I'm saying? I would wait for a PlayStation VR sale, which they've had plenty. Let me get that out there. They would have plenty of sales. But yeah, I do think, especially the fact that they said focus more on AAA stuff. I think so, except for one thing here, that hybrid, the word hybrid that I mentioned earlier. Since you'll be able to, I feel like they're noticing that, hey, there are PSVR users or customers. They buy PlayStation VR games. That's great and all. They pay, $30 here, or $20 there, $10. But now that they're going to try to bridge that gap between AAA and actual a VR experience, I think that kind of justifies that higher price point, because you're just like, well, hell, maybe I don't want to pull out the VR unit with all these damn wires or whatever the case may be. Maybe I don't want to, just like plug all that stuff in. Maybe I just want to play on my TV. Well, you can, because for the same price that you're paying for that AAA game, you can play it on the monitor, or you can play it on that VR unit. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like washing it out. It's kind of giving you the best of both worlds, in my opinion. So it will, if from just a VR specific standpoint, it will seem more expensive, absolutely. But when you're considering that it's a AAA title that you'll be able to play on the monitor normally, like you would any other game, I think that suddenly that price point doesn't sting as much. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I just don't know how true it is. I guess we won't see. It's one of those things you test it on the computer, but you don't know till it hits the street. You know what I mean?
Sure,
because
absolutely.
I'm like, oh, when you're talking about what's the average price of a PSVR game?
I would say, so if we're talking about like a brand new like VR like AAA, what they consider AAA, you're looking at between $30 to $40.
Do you think with this new iteration and these new console that they will charge $70? Both types of the things you're getting in a more robust experience.
I think if you're looking at first party, yes. Only and the way I think it's going to be sold is this is how I see it happening. Is, let's say Ghost of Tsushima 2 part comes out, right? I think they're going to sell it as Ghost of Tsushima 2. You play Ghost of Tsushima 2 on PS5. That's great. You also get the VR experience if you wanted to. You get both. They cost $70. You would have paid $70 for it regardless. Now, if you're looking at third-party stuff or second-party stuff, I think you're looking at more of where we're at now. Maybe a little bit more expensive, but like I said, back to the hybrid mention here. I think at the end of the day, you're kind of paying for, in my opinion, the monitor version, the traditional gaming style, and then you're just getting the VR on top of that. You know what I'm saying? It's just adding icing to the cake is what you're doing. That's what I believe. I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? Again, we don't know all the details yet. This is just leaked information, but that's what I'm so far. That's what I'm getting at.
No, I get what you're saying. I agree with you. Right now, I'm playing devil's advocate because it seems like that's the way you want it to. But I don't know, with the Ghost of Tsushima, and you have like these people, like, you know, some games you can pay for. If it's $70 for Sony first party stuff, I think that's a big price to pay on an experience you don't really know. I think the PlayStation gets away with it now because it's Sony. And I'm like, with VR, I don't think it's on the same level. People still look at it as a little peripheral.
No, I agree. And that's what I'm saying, is that, like, I think it's going to be sold to you as a PlayStation 5 game before it gets sold to you as a VR game. That's where I'm at.
You think it'll come out together?
No, I think it'll come out together, but I think the VR it's going to be more of an addition, like, oh, and if you have the VR unit, this is what you get with it, with that $70 price point that you've already paid. You get what I'm saying?
I think I you know, just devil's advocate yet again, but I think you're going to get an upcharge on the PSVR the way you're talking about it.
Really?
If that's the way they decide to do it. I think so. I think PlayStation, you know, people want games, and it's like our previous topic. People want to buy PlayStation games.
Sure.
People, yeah, and I think okay, the $70, but you also only for $10 more. Now they're making $80. Even though they are putting work and it is doing all these things, and like, you know,
right.
But,
no, and to add to your point, that wouldn't be too far-fetched, only because you figure $70, like, we're already hearing that $70 price point, it's $10 more than what we're used to paying for the $60 games here. But apparently that, if you like account for inflation, stuff like that, as far as and how much it costs to make these games, that $10 difference is already it's not cutting it, apparently. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, hell, you could be right. But that's
something we're gonna have to keep our eyes on.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. We'll see. Only time will tell.
Well, guys, unfortunately, comes to the end of the road. If you've been with on this journey, guys, we got a little crazy. Yeah. We had some ideas, some hot takes. We did the things, but don't forget, guys. You know what? You know what's not a hot take? You don't want to know what's not a hot take? Leaving a like, a comment, follow us on our various social media platforms, and maybe if you feel so inclined, if you got to the end of this journey, maybe you throw $1 on the Patreon. You know what I'm saying? Where you can get early access on content. It's just a good time, Liquid.
Yeah, no, you couldn't. I couldn't have said it better myself. For those who are interested, again, link in the description. That's going to lead you to our Twitch, Patreon, the TikToks. They're doing pretty good there. So yeah, appreciate any support you can give. If you could share it with your friends, with your family, hell, with your coworkers. If you think we're stupid, give it to someone you hate. If you love us, give it to someone you love. So, but yeah, that's where I'm at. I mean, I guess we're closing it out. So, hey, so everyone, I just want to, as usual, I want to bid you a farewell. Love each other. Take care. Above all else, be cool. Chris?
This has been a Microtransaction.